What's going on, everyone? We are at Magic Kingdom today, and we thought we get actually a lot of questions about how to avoid some of the longer lines at popular attractions. And we thought today we would tell you guys and show you guys some ways that you can avoid those long lines
here at Walt Disney World.
Yeah. Alright, so the first and probably the most important thing, I would say, is knowing what FastPass is and utilizing FastPass correctly.
Yes.
We've made a couple videos already. You can check those out here in the corner, or you can check out the description. We'll put links in the description below. But we are going to skip this line, which is 50 minutes here at Jungle Cruise. And the reason that we're doing that is because Taylor earlier today booked us a FastPass.
I did.
Using the My Disney Experience app, and that's on the phone. If you don't have an app, you can actually go to any of the kiosks located throughout the parks and book your fast passes there. So that was a great ride on Jungle Cruise. We had Skipper Scott. He's bald and has a beard and glasses, and he told us to tell all of you that we had a great ride, and we did. And if you happen to be riding Jungle Cruise and you see Scott and Scott's your skipper, let him know that the guy with the beard and the camera told you to say hi. Alright, so let's talk about option number 2, which is that, let's say you couldn't get a fast pass, your next best thing is to do rope drop. And the reason I say that this is the number 2 thing is because you don't have to be staying on property to really be able to participate in this. All you have to do is have a park ticket. Best case for you is to buy your ticket in advance, because if you buy it when you get here, it's going to make for a really difficult day.
It will. And Josh says rope drop, and some of you might not even know what rope drop is. Rope drop is basically just you show up at the park before it even opens, and you are here for when they used to actually have a rope and they dropped it. And people ran back in the day, now you're not allowed to run, and they walk a cast member in front of you to the most popular attractions, which in Magic Kingdom is Mine Train. And in other parks, you know, there's Frozen and Flight of Passage.
Exactly. So basically, if you're here in Magic Kingdom, there's going to be 2 spots that you really want to check out if you're going to do rope drop. First spot is going to be over here, right off to the right of the castle, if you're looking at it from at the hub. Another thing is that if you're looking to ride Space Mountain, you want to be right over at the Tomorrowland entrance, basically. And there's going to be a cast member there. They're going to be holding you. You're going to see a huge crowd of people. Don't worry about the crowd. As long as you get there pretty quickly, you're still going to be some of the first people to get on the attraction. You're going to wait maybe 15 minutes at the most.
But this is the other thing. So since we're at Magic Kingdom, I'll use Magic Kingdom as the example. If the park opens at 9 and you get to the park at 9, you're not here for rope drop. You're late. If you want to be here for rope drop and the park opens at 9, you need to be here at the latest by 8:30.
I would probably say you want to be here at least an hour before if you're trying to do rope drop, especially
if you're going for one of those rides that you don't have a fast pass for that's going to have a long line.
Yes, especially when you're going to Animal Kingdom. Flight of Passage is so hard to get right now.
Maybe 2 hours before it opens.
Well, I don't know. Everybody's trying to get Flight of Passage, so rope drop is definitely the way to go if you're going to Animal Kingdom.
And soon it's going to be Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios.
Exactly.
June 30th, everyone.
What trip to Magic Kingdom wouldn't be complete if Taylor and I didn't come to Buzz Lightyear's Space Racer Spin so that she could lose and I can win? All right, so number 3 is a character dining experience, specifically for breakfast, because it gets you into the park before the park officially opens. And this isn't so much true anymore at Magic Kingdom, because they kind of try to still crowd control you even after you finish eating breakfast. But like Animal Kingdom, Epcot, I think Hollywood Studios, we haven't ever done character breakfast at Hollywood Studios, have we?
Yes, we have Hollywood and Vine.
That's been a long time. But basically what you can do is if you get done eating breakfast early, you can actually exit the restaurant and go out and sometimes explore a little bit of the park and even get in line for
Frozen specifically.
Especially
if you
for
eat
Frozen.
at Akershus.
Exactly. If you're looking to get into that Frozen attraction, you didn't get a fast pass, Akershus, which is right in...
It's in Norway. Literally right by the entrance to Frozen.
Best way to get into the line without having to wait. You just eat breakfast, meet the characters, which I think is a twofer.
Yes.
So you get to meet characters, whether it's Mickey and the gang or princesses.
And here at the Crystal Palace, it's actually Winnie the Pooh characters.
Yeah, which are really great. We've eaten here before. We haven't done a dining review on it, but this is a
We
place
will be this fall. I booked a reservation.
This is a place that I always recommend people to eat at. It's great, in my personal opinion.
Character breakfast in the park is the way to go if you want to get in here early.
And try to avoid the lines.
Yep. Okay, so another way to avoid some very long lines while you're here at Walt Disney World is by going to special ticketed events. So this isn't included in your regular park ticket. This is a completely separate ticket, and there are multiple different events that you can go to. And this includes things such as the After Hours event, Early Morning Magic, the Very Merry Christmas Party, and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. At all of these events, they're very limited admission, and they are slightly more expensive than what you would pay normally for the limited amount of time you have, but the lines are so short. Like, there is no one. So Early Morning Magic is actually a dining event, and you get early access to Fantasyland, and then you have basically a breakfast buffet. And we actually haven't done that one yet, but we have heard we have heard from some of our viewers that the best way to do that is to get in early, ride all the rides, and then eat your breakfast once the early magic is over, because then you have ridden as many rides as you want, which includes Mine Train, and you can do it like, I don't know, 10 times, and then go eat your breakfast. So After Hours is also a special ticketed event where you can come here to Magic Kingdom and you basically have the whole park to yourselves and just a few other people that have these tickets for this Magic Kingdom event. And then Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party are exactly what I just said. Halloween party and a Christmas party right here in Magic Kingdom.
Okay, so last, but it's definitely not least, is staying on property at a Disney-owned and operated resort is a really great way to avoid some long lines. And the reason that is because Disney's resort guests basically get what are called extra magic hours. Now these can follow, or these can be either in the morning before the park opens, usually about an hour, or they can be after the park closes, and that is usually for a couple more hours, maybe like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And what's great about that is that it's only for resort guests. So somebody who's not staying on property, like us, when the park closes, we can't stay and ride any rides. We can try and walk around, but they're going to scan our magic bands and say, you can't get on this, you're not a resort guest, and then we're going to be asked to leave. So it's a really great way to just avoid those lines, because usually it's only maybe 15 minutes longer. Some of the more popular attractions still might be 20, 30 minutes long, but mind you, it's not waiting an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours for Flight of Passage. So it's a really great benefit, among other benefits of being a resort guest here at Disney.